Hi guys, welcome to the channel of Love. Okay, it's Wednesday. We're going to use a Druidcraft Tarot. We're going to see what stories on the table. Now, they seem to be very masculine stories at the moment because the Divine Feminine is resting. So we're covering all those issues out there for you guys. Divine Masculine energy. Remember, it's an energy. Okay. So you may be a feminine and resonating with the masculine's energy. Okay, well, let's just have a look. Who knows what the story's going to be? God knows. Okay, let's find out then what God knows. What are we discussing today? Can we go a bit easier on me today, please? No deep discussions, if you don't mind. Do you have something deep to talk about? Okay, we're talking about the resurrection and we're talking about the Divine Masculine offering his love. And we have the Surrender card. The Divine Masculine's grown up, or has he? Oh, maybe he's grown up a bit too much. He's got too serious. So I feel like the Divine Masculine, you've stopped your own resurrection because of your seriousness. So you need to, it's like you've kicked your boy out of you. The fun-like boy. And you put your foot down on, I don't know, like allowing him to resurrect. Oh, but you're daydreaming about it. Or you're stopping yourself from fantasizing. Okay, let's deal with this then. The resurrection. Who's resurrecting out of there though? Well, I feel it should be this younger character who likes adventure, who isn't ashamed of love. You can be ashamed of love. Oh, that's a shame. It's a shame the way you mess around with my heart. It's a shame the way you hurt me. So that's a shame. So you're holding on to some kind of shame if you're ashamed. Right, okay, so we have the older man here. He's put his foot down on that resurrection sword. He's got one over his shoulder. He's got another one in his hand. And maybe that one there that's free can be for this younger person here who seems to be sent away. So I feel the masculine's way too serious. And way too serious to be messing around with love. But then we have the fantasy world here. So he's lost all his dreams. You've lost all your dreams, Divine Masculine. Look. You've forgotten how to dream. What day are we on? Wednesday. Okay. There's two cards that are sticking out here, which I'm going to take. Too much passion. Too much passion. It's too much passion to surrender to. I'm just going to be whisked away in this love, and that just feels very unstable. So I'm going to put my foot down. There's going to be no resurrecting, no talk of love, no living in fantasy world. Okay, grow up. Okay. Acting all grown up now, Divine Masculine. Your underlying energy is the Divine Feminine here, who seems to have set a fire off in your heart, in your soul. Now, I feel like you really want to walk away, can you? No. You're still this big pussycat underneath the chair here. Been off to visit the Queen. That's your Divine Feminine. What are these two cards? This is the Divine Feminine's energy just watching you go round and round, feeling your energy, toing, throwing, running, chasing. So, you're now in the hands of the Magician. It's that chicken in the background now. It's like the Divine saying, you're such a chicken. You need to have a look at that. What your fear is, because you're running away from your fear, which is love. Got a bit too serious here. Okay. So now what? I feel like we're all hot and sweaty all of a sudden. It's that fire that's burning. So we have the feminine here twice, showing up. The Prince, sorry, that's the Prince of Cups tonight. We've got the Prince of Cups and the Prince of Wands on the table. Love and passion. You're running away from it? You've got to get over this hurdle. It's a hurdle. What was I going to show you? Oh, I'm not sure what. Oh, the Divine Feminine, sorry. Or do you have to? Well, you're kind of like spying anyway. Okay. I feel like you're trying to take your mind off it. It's like I spy with my little eye, and you, like all the clues, signs, synchronisations are coming in. That's the magician's doing. A little chicken there watching what the magician's doing. Okay. You do have the power within your hands. This could be you as the magician. You just look too serious to take on the role. So let's push. It's like you've pushed your inner child out. A very serious nature here. Where did you come from again? So this could be something that does come out of the blue, like if you actually get over this hurdle and find your way to your Divine Feminine. But at the moment, it feels very much like you're running away from her. Oh, you're not running away from her, you're hiding from her. I'm going to go to the Romance Angels and see what your issue actually is. Apart from love and romance and taking a chance. It's like you feel like you're a risky character, like you're confident, I can take risks. But when it comes down to it, you're not really. You get really scared. Okay. When the going gets tough, you get going. And not in like a, well, yeah. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. And that's what happens. You get tough. On yourself and on your life. It's not like you're going to face your fears. It's like you're going to discard your fears. And it's the younger version of you inside Divine Masculine that makes you really scared. Because he does want passion and adventure. And he does want to resurrect and have all of his wishes come true, especially if they're childhood dreams. And so you're just acting a little bit like a chicken. Okay. I'm picking up on the size of your belly. So if you found that you maybe put on quite a bit of weight around your belly, this could be the cause. Because of, I just felt the pressure here around the belly with the infinity symbol. We can have this card. With the infinity symbol. It feels very much as if you're not as active as what you used to be. You don't really have as much get up and go. So if you're slouching around a lot, do try and make sure that you at least stand up and walk around, because that weight's going to kind of all sit on your belly. Okay. The Romance Angels wants to say, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, and we're still learning this lesson about how wonderful we are. Love yourself first, Divine Masculine. And I feel you won't come back until you do love yourself. It felt like you've been sent to a school. I was going to say you've been sent to Chicken Run. Oh man, I've not watched that film in years. Chicken Run. Okay. Oh, you're the rooster. Oh, all this confidence. Not really, you're a big fake. So if you desire more romance, I believe it's Mel Gibson who plays that as well. So what's the film that he done? What Women Want, or he kind of steps into the role of a woman. He starts like waxing his legs, and then he kind of gets electrocuted, and then he can hear women's thoughts. Ah, okay. So love yourself first, but to get in touch with you, that romantic, passionate, feminine aspect that lies within us all. So if you desire more romance, first look at yourself in a caring and non-critical way. Of course, of course. You're like, no, you really got to strict with yourself here. The more you love who you are, the greater your capacity to feel loved by others. This means trusting yourself to take good care of you, and it may entail becoming more assertive. I feel like you really do feel like you've got to take care of you. You're feeling really vulnerable, open, scared. You're afraid. You're afraid of the dark. Perhaps this means spending some time alone instead of in a relationship. Okay, I've missed out a sentence, sorry. It says, don't worry. You can still be very lovable while affirming your boundaries. Perhaps this means spending some time alone instead of in a relationship. And during this period, you can delve into introspection to understand the patterns of your love life. Ultimately, you can take responsibility for attracting and agreeing to every relationship you've had. To heal your heart, find the blessings and lessons you've gained from each one. For instance, have you become stronger, more independent, or more patient as a result of your prior partnerships? I want to say, have your prior partnerships hardened you up to love? If so, let everything else from the past go, except for the lessons and the love. This card emphasises the importance of loving yourself first, especially as you prepare for your next relationship or heal the one you're in. I feel this relationship with the Divine Feminine Corn, it does need healing, but only that can take place when you've healed yourself. As you gain self-respect, you'll begin attracting more loving people into your life, and this will lead to healthy friendships and romances based upon mutual respect. If you don't respect yourself, how can you expect others to take you seriously and to respect you also? Okay. So what did that Divine Feminine do to you? You just can't seem to let it go. It's like there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to escape. So you're really trying to stop yourself from going with the flow. It's like you want to be in complete control of your life here. It says give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. And you're working like on everything else but this partnership with your Divine Feminine. So give your relationship a chance. The Romance Angels see that your relationship is worth devoting effort to. Although there may be some issues, these can be worked through and healed. You'll need to commit to the relationship to ensure the best chance of success. At the very least, if you do end it, you'll know that you gave it your all. You'll also understand the role that you played in its dynamics. In this way, you'll avoid attracting similarly painful situations in the future. You receive this card because there's hope for your partnership. The love is still there. Working with a counsellor may be your best option at this point. This professional can identify areas of dysfunction and guide you both in healthier directions. You may feel as if you do need to go for the conventional type of counselling. The only thing that you come across with that type of counselling, which isn't spiritual, is that not many of them have actually come across this type of connection. So, you're not sure what else to do. Give your relationship a chance, because it feels like if you have been for counselling, that doesn't seem to have got you anywhere. Or it depends on what guidance they've given you and whether or not you're kind of really being strict with yourself. We get one more from here, the Romance Angels. I can feel it. Unrequited love. So you're trying to tell yourself that this isn't love, okay? That you're feeling. Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this the love that I've been searching for? Oh, I believe it is. And then you get all scared. And you tell yourself that it's not. So the Romance Angels compassionately bring you this card as an answer to your relationship question. The person you're inquiring about has many qualities that you find attractive. However, there's not enough mutual attraction to create the passion you're seeking. No, so this feminine is very passionate towards you. It's you that's wavering. So you're not in vibrational alignment. This relationship is more like a cat and mouse chase. The Divine Feminine is just trying to stay here, settled within her passion and her love for all. So this relationship is more like a cat and mouse chase, with one partner continually retreating and disappearing, and neither person enjoys this imbalance, and lack of chemistry is the reason. You may both share genuine love, which in itself can be a foundation for a long-term relationship. This card comes to you simply to help you understand the missing component, which you both can sense. But this relationship can be healed. You can give this relationship a chance. Every relationship is a synergy of blended energies. And when it's said about here, the reason is neither person enjoys this unbalance of the cat and mouse chasing, okay? So this relationship is more like a cat and mouse chase, with one partner continually retreating and disappearing, and neither person enjoys this imbalance, and lack of chemistry is the reason. And it's because you're not allowing your energies to blend. Alchemy. So every relationship is a synergy of blended energies. You can't completely control the attraction factor, which you're finding out, but you can override and steer it. We found that one out as well. It doesn't say it sometimes. Sometimes painful childhood experiences, and I feel that that's kind of what's coming up with you now. So it's like you're faking being a grown-up when you feel really like a child. A lovesick teenager, sorry. Sometimes painful childhood experiences can draw you to unhealthy relationships as you recreate the original situation in an attempt to heal it. So whatever situations you've had of the past, okay, they might have closed you off for love, okay. So it was love's way of teaching you a valuable lesson with how you allow your childhood trauma to affect you in the now. So you keep recreating it. So sometimes painful childhood experiences can draw you to unhealthy relationships as you recreate the original situations in an attempt to heal it. You can ask the angels for guidance to help you elevate your spiritual frequencies so that you attract a partner of a similar nature. You deserve to be in a relationship of mutual appreciation and attraction, so it's worth your time and effort to manifest one with these qualities. And then we have very soon. Very soon. There's this surprise element here. I feel like you actually surprise yourself with a very quick transformation. Okay, should we see where you are on the enchanted map? I will pull a Heal Yourself card as well. Let's look at the enchanted map. Details, details. Clarity. You're looking for clarity. Card number 43. Well, I believe that clarity is coming to you. It will come through you. The most powerful patterns are created within the tiniest details, so pay attention. This is a time to be aware of the fine print in all areas of your life. Look at the details and leave the broad strokes for another time. When this card appears in a reading, it's a sign to finesse a project, make small but meaningful gestures, or add a personal touch to your correspondence. I feel like that's actually you giving this relationship a chance. It's like the Divine Feminine, she's wanting, I'm not going to say waiting, she's wanting to hear from you. And you know that. And you're running away from it. You know that this has to be resolved and healed. It's not just going to go away. It's like your soul won't allow it to go away. Why? Because this is your divine counterpart. So, details, details. When this card appears in a reading, it's a sign to finesse a project, make small but meaningful gestures, or add a personal touch to your correspondence. Be aware that what you need to know lies in the details. If you're entering into an agreement of any kind, pay attention to them before, not after, when it's too late. Clarity and transparency are key. You can gain great understanding by observing the minute body language, offhand remarks, and fleeting facial expressions that reveal the larger picture. And I feel that they're within you. You might be, pay attention to the faces you're pulling to yourself, if you're rolling your own eyes, if you're tutting to yourself, your kind of body language. You can gain great understanding by observing the minute body language, offhand remarks, so that you say to yourself, or maybe send out there to your Divine Feminine. And fleeting facial expressions that reveal the larger picture. You're pretty cross with yourself. It's like you're going to pin yourself to your own cross and hang yourself out to crucify, to crucify yourself. Scrutinising every single detail. Okay, and let's see what the fairies would like to say. Okay, well, I saw this chain here, and what was going through in my mind is she's got the key. She's got the key chain. I've got the key. I've got the secret. And then I could see a key or two. She's got the key. It's like you know that the Divine Feminine unlocks the door to abundance, happiness, love, sex, romance. You get it all. And you're just too scared to go after it. Okay. You're scared to give this relationship a chance in case it's like the other relationships. Well, it depends what energy you're settling into. Because remember, you're going to keep attracting situations that need healing. It's got to wait for winter. During the colder months, the Fairy Queen of Winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. So it looks like this winter time, well, it's all up to you, Divine Masculine, really on how you set your intentions. It'll be lonely this Christmas without you to hold this Christmas. If you want to be lonely this Christmas, like seriously? If you find yourself lonely this Christmas, then it's your doing. You've chosen that. So that's why I feel, it's not far until Christmas. To actually be able to give this relationship a chance, to be able to settle into it, to allow the healing to occur, you could have a cracking good Christmas. this year. Wait for winter. So it's up to you. So during the colder months, the Fairy Queen of Winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes, as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. I'm going to get a Heal Yourself card. I don't feel drawn to actually read the entire message of that one. Let's see if we can not keep it so long today. Okay. Because we're kind of just going over the same stuff, really, aren't we? Or we just keep finding new stuff to go over. So, we don't really want to encourage that, do we? But, I mean, we do want to encourage you seeking for instability until you feel stable. Yes, but for the Divine Feminines to keep having to rerun this, they've stopped running. They've stopped chasing. And they're wanting to talk. So it feels like it's just the Divine Masculines who are running around like headless chickens. Oh no, you've got a head on your shoulders. Yes, we know. A very sensible, strict, stern head. You want to change your message? Cool. Sexual arts. Card number 33. You're scared. The connection. When you actually do come together with your Divine Feminine, there's no way you're ever going to be leaving her side. Well, you might leave her side. I mean, I'm not saying that you're going to be joined at the hip, but you will not question this. It is terrifying because it's a very deep connection like no other. Very hard to explain to anyone else who hasn't experienced this. Without them saying to you, do you not think it's time you just got over it? And it's like, it's not like you haven't tried. So, 33. And so is the Divine Feminine. She's kind of asked to be cut free from this connection. And the Divine's like, this is a divine connection. You just hang on in there. Okay, so 33. Sexual arts. Bring more light into your sexuality. It's like my Divine Feminine doesn't want to talk to me. She wants to get her hands on me. Oh, you're so scared. Keeping sexuality alive is an art form very few people truly understand. Well, divine counterparts do because they've experienced it. It's an art form. Are you sexually attracted to your partner every day? I feel like you can't get away from it and that's what's pissing you off. You feel it's like lust. You're lusting. Like I said, a lovesick teenager that this is going to pass. And it's like, it's not passing, is it? So at some point you're going to have to deal with it. Sex energy only occurs when there is sexual polarity. Everyone has both masculine and feminine qualities to gift each other. The only time there is sexual spark is when one person is embodying more of their masculine energy and the other person is embodying more of their feminine energy. I want to actually say be careful with how masculine you do get because it may just lead you straight into your Divine Feminine's arms. You might feel that this is, going to work. And I feel that it actually puts the pressure on you more. The masculine is the unchanging witness, presence, direction, decision making, trying to bring everything to closure and consciousness itself. The feminine is change, life force, light, flowing movement, Mother Nature and emotions. Do not buy into the myth that sexual attraction eventually dies in long-term relationships. Yeah, I think you're actually realising that this isn't dying. No matter what you do, whatever you say to yourself or however you choose to act, this is just not going away. It can be so subtle and last a lifetime if you are constantly reinventing your gifts and using an open heart. So the action, feminine essence people, instead of directly telling your masculine partner what you want, as this tends to kill polarity, invite him into action through expressing your feelings. Your speech could be erotic and enticing instead of functional and efficient. Let him know how you're feeling and let him be inspired to direct you there. He knows how you're feeling. Divine Feminine, he can hear your thoughts. He can pick up on your sexual energy. You're burning inside of him. Masculine essence, people. Your greatest gift is constant presence. No matter what your feminine partner is feeling or doing, constantly penetrate her display and see the light that is shining for you. The feminine may come to you like a slap to the face or your favourite kiss. Stay with her energy so the feminine knows that no matter what she's feeling, you are there. So I'm just going to turn the light on. The Divine Feminine can feel that you're there, Divine Masculine, hiding, too scared to come forward. And she's just kind of waiting for that, for the divine timing. And I feel it could be when you're actually going to be inquiring for more details. The only person you can really go to feel settled, or who may be able to answer what's going on with you, is your Divine Feminine. Or another divine being will be able to help you. But I feel it's very much your Divine Feminine here. It's like she holds the key to what you feel is missing within you. I'm going to end on how long have we been on for? 31 minutes, that's good. I'm going to end on a Mother Mary card. But let's just see if I can grab you some more guidance. Where would you like to go with this? A law of attraction. Yeah, you need to have a look at that, serious look at that. Let's get you a message from your angels, and then I'll end on a Mother Mary card. I've got the hiccups. My thoughts are like powerful magnets. We had this one the other day. She's in her wedding dress. It's like the veil is behind her. She can see things clearly. She's ready. It scares the shit out of you. Your thoughts are powerful, attractive magnets attracting one to another. Thoughts attract to themselves, and you attract thoughts to you by giving your attention to them. So, because you're trying to run away, you're still giving your attention to escaping this, which means you're still putting your attention onto it. Like I said, just be careful how much you do run away, because you're actually going to find yourself facing that which you was trying to avoid. Those who speak most of prosperity have it, and those who speak most of sickness or poverty have it. It is the law, and it can be no other way. Okay. What are you speaking about? You need to listen to those minute body language, the signs, the details that give away what's really going on with you. You're running away from a serious commitment here with a lifelong divine partner. Gonna build castles from the bubble of your love, from the bubble of your love. I will not attempt to control others' experiences. Okay. I will not attempt to control others' experiences. I feel like you're opting out. Yeah, it's like, that's fine. The Divine Feminine can find someone else. Listen, there's only one. And you're looking at her, transformed into this beautiful butterfly. I will not attempt to control others' experiences. This is your Divine Feminine. She's kind of free. Big transformation. Look how big that butterfly is. And it's just too much for you. You're like looking at it thinking, this is too much for me to take on. It's the easiest thing for you to take on. It's the easy way. But to actually get over that hurdle, that's the most challenging thing. Is taking that first step. And I want to say to communicating. So I will not attempt to control others' experiences. Rather than trying to control the experiences of all others, which you cannot do no matter how hard you try. That's what it says. So rather than trying to control the experiences of all others, which you cannot do no matter how hard you try, instead, intend to control your own participation within those experiences. And by setting forth your clear image of the life you want to live, you will be guided in every moment towards a smooth and pleasant path for yourself. You're running away from what you're really desiring. And you're sending out these rockets of desires, but they're kind of going in, they don't know where they're going, okay? Because you're all over the place. And you have to accept that and admit that you're unstable, Divine Masculine. I can create my world as I choose. Yes, you can. Yep. You're looking for another blue Christmas? Well, you know what to do. Just stay away, isn't it? Really, it's just like, just keep running away from this. If you're looking for happiness to be coming this year, then it's not even about you growing up. You need to chill out. I can create my world as I choose. Yeah, no one's forcing you, Divine Masculine. Well, I'm not sure what the Divine's doing. You're in the hands of the Magician. You are here to create the world around you that you choose, while you allow the world, as others choose it to be, to exist also. But while their choices in no way hinder your choices, your attention to their choices does affect your vibration and therefore your point of attraction. So it's like you do want to walk away, but you can't. No matter how hard you try. You can't walk away, which means you're still intending this. Oh, you confuse me. Okay, my dream thoughts are not my creative thoughts. So pay attention to your dreams, because they will give you like a snapshot as to what you're manifesting in your life. If you've got nightmares, okay, that's really what your focus is on in your waking state. If you're having pleasant dreams, then that's what you're focusing on. I feel like this is one hell of a big nightmare for you. Okay, let's see if the Mother Mary can calm you down. Oh, I was going to get a message from your angels first. Okay, but I feel like it's the Mother Mary that's going to be able to help. What are you attempting to do here, Divine Masculine? I feel like your attempts are going to fail. Yesterday I picked up that it spoke about sabotaging this connection, and that I feel is what you're trying to do, sabotage this divine connection. Okay. Layla, spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. I feel this is the feminine's energy, and this is what the divine feminine, she knows that this is the key to receiving all that she's wanting to manifest, including her divine counterpart, to be able to share this lifetime with. So here's the divine feminine. You can't control that, what the divine feminine does with her time. Okay, spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. So you're really kind of hoping that the divine feminine doesn't still feel positive about you or this connection, or has any hope that you're going to give this relationship a chance. It's like she's not letting go of her dreams. Annoying, isn't it? Maya, schooling, study and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. Right, okay, so you need to be guided towards you need to be educated more. Okay. You need to be inspired to claim back your inspiration. Well, when you're inspired, it means that you're in spirit. Not kind of flitting around everywhere, avoiding spirit, then having a little look in. Okay. So we strongly recommend that you continue with your education. because the additional information and experience will accelerate the fruition of your life's purpose. You may worry about having the means to go forward with this schooling, but we assure you that everything will be provided to you along the way. This educational process brings you great rewards. It enriches your understanding of your spiritual power and accelerates your memory and motivation towards your life's purpose. We will guide you to teachers, schools, books, funds, schedules, and all of the resources that are plentifully available to you now. Okay, you're just going to be guided there, Divine Masculine. Signs, synchronization, books, okay, articles, videos. They're here to answer all of your questions. I did say, like, it's the Divine Feminine can answer your questions, but if you're not willing, you've got to be willing. You're not willing to go directly to her, to the source, then source is going to get it to you. And it could be through your dreams. So let me end on a Mother Mary card. Okay, I'm feeling that Mother Mary is going to touch on something about this time between now and Christmas. Because it's not going to be, I don't want to say a quick fix, okay? There's healing that needs to take place. There's a lot of fear that needs to be addressed. You need to feel comfortable within your own skin, and then you need to feel comfortable within your Divine Feminine skin. Actually being with her, because this sexual arts here, it's strong. And it's taken over your life. And rather than embracing it, you're running away from it. So, I feel like this message is about how do you really want to wrap up this year. So let's have a look and see what the Mother Mary wants to end us with. The first card that come out. Our Lady of Resurrection. There's the card of Resurrection. Let's read what the Ace of Swords wants to say. Excuse me. Where's my little book gone? Ace of Swords. Clarity. We saw that on Details. It's highlighted under a magnifying glass. You need to look at things from a different perspective. Clarity, success, and a clean break. The opportunity to cut yourself free from outdated or negative attachments. The beginning of a phase of productive intellectual work. Triumph in legal or academic fields, or in literature or science. A clean break that heralds a new beginning. Okay, like this. Triumph in legal or academic fields, or in literature or science. So science, picking up on the chemistry here. Alchemy, understanding. Alchemy, how the magician works. So card number 18, Our Lady of the Resurrection. Just what we're talking about. The eternal light dwells in my heart, and as you enter into my heart, held safe in my love for you, that light becomes visible to you. It will show you the way through any darkness and help you understand help you understand the person of past suffering, why you're suffering so much. You need some help, Divine Masculine, to be able to heal yourself and clear through this. The Divine Feminine holds the key. She knows how to help and assist you with this process. Okay. It will show you the way through any darkness and help you understand the purpose of past suffering so that you can let it go and be at peace, free from confusion, shame, or doubt. There is divine purpose within all that is. You have been struggling, and now it is time for rest. Step into the light of my heart now, beloved, and let the darkness go. The time is drawing near for your resurrection and release. It is a strange paradox that when we are truly open to life, we must be prepared to die many deaths before it is time for our physical life to end. We might suffer deaths of relationships, of ideals, of identities, even of certain hopes and dreams. If we can mourn these deaths, give them proper attention and due acknowledgement, grieving in whatever way is respectful and truthful, then those deaths become sacred sacrifices on the altar of new life. If we try to rush past these many deaths, pushing them to one side, that's what you've been doing, pushing it away, that pain, all that's gone on in the past. You're not wanting to deal with any of it or to work through it. We might suffer deaths of relationships or ideals, of identities, even of certain hopes and dreams. If we can mourn these deaths, give them proper attention and due acknowledgement, grieving in whatever way is respectful and truthful, then those deaths become sacred sacrifices on the altar of a new life. If we try to rush past these many deaths, pushing them to one side out of fear that they may mean something terrible or frightening, then we will suffer more than needs be. Perhaps we become fearful if we feel that we are not in control of life and cannot prevent its powerful unfolding because we do not trust where life is leading us. Then too, we miss our chance to make a sacrifice and feel more connected with life and with death as a natural part of life. We don't have to be scared of these deaths, as painful as they may be. We can accept that they are signs that we are growing and life is flowing. We can even use them to gain confidence that a new direction, a new life is calling us. There is always so much more to come, always. No matter how old we may be, or how jaded we may feel at times, there is always boundless life awaiting us. All that is needed is the willingness for us to be open to receiving it. The Oracle of Our Lady of the Resurrection is about discovering the light after the struggle, about life after death. Perhaps the deaths you have encountered have been literal and you have lost a beloved through death, or perhaps by a parting of ways through separation of some kind. Perhaps your endings have been more subtle, internal, or symbolic. Perhaps you are going through that experience right now. Whatever the case, the Divine Mother speaks to you now about the promise of her light, about the resurrection, about the fact, decreed by her, that you shall indeed rise again. As you await the grace of her light to permeate your consciousness and help you rise up out of the ashes of your own suffering, reborn, you are asked to take a moment and connect with the wisdom of the owl. This nocturnal creature can help you ascertain what it is that the darkness of death, the night time of the soul, has brought to you. Sometimes it is only in letting go that we're able to open up to receive. Sometimes the death opens us to new life in a way that no other situation could do. The blessing hiding in the death doesn't make it easier to bear. We must grieve, honestly. But it does bring another perspective, one of hope, of emerging light, of the realisation that just as the sun breaks through the darkest nights at the dawn, so too will Our Lady of the Resurrection lift us from even the deepest sorrow and gently urge us into new light, new understanding, and new life. Take heed, beloved, your time of darkness is swiftly drawing to a close, and a new day is soon to be upon you. The Holy Mother is with you, and together you shall celebrate. I don't feel like I want to give you the healing process and affirmation. I feel like I just want to leave that reading right there, like that. Guys, have yourself a beautiful day, and I will catch up with you soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.